My narcissistic mom wore a white dress to an Indian wedding, thinking she'd upstage my beautiful bride, but she looked ugly and was embarrassed the entire time. I've never had a great relationship with my mom. She has this way of making everything about herself. Birthdays, graduations, even little achievements were overshadowed by her demands for attention. Punking up, I thought this was normal. It wasn't until I got older and met people outside of my family, like my now wife Pia, that I realized how toxic it was. Pia and I met in college, and for the first time I felt free to be myself. Her family welcomed me warmly, and I felt like I'd found a real home with them. When we got engaged, I thought it would be a fresh start, but my mom quickly reminded me why I'd kept her at arm's length. She wanted to wear white to our wedding. At first I panicked, thinking she was trying to steal the spotlight again. I had a meltdown one night, convinced she was going to ruin yet another important day. Pia was my rock through it all. She suggested therapy helped me through those sessions and even gave me the space I needed to process my feelings. It changed everything for me. When it came to wedding planning, Pia let me take the reins. Baffed out, she didn't care much about the colors or flowers. She just wanted us to get married with her mom and sister's help. I planned the wedding I'd always dreamed of. My mother-in-law was patient and supportive, and Pia's sister, who is both terrifying and amazing, became a key ally. The wedding went beautifully. It was a traditional Indian ceremony full of vibrant colors and joy. We decided to invite my parents to the final day, partly as a way to show them they couldn't control me anymore. My mom, of course, showed up in a white ball gown, thinking she'd outshine everyone. Security didn't even let her in at first, because she looked so out of place. Compared to the stunning silks and embroidery of traditional attire, her dress just looked frumpy and awkward. She spent most of the ceremony trying to draw attention to herself, coughing loudly or starting conversations. Pia's sister had prepped everyone for this, though a little cousin loudly scolded her for talking during the ceremony, and a cousin helpfully suggested she go to the bathroom when she looked uncomfortable. Every attempt she made to disrupt things was shut down by the end of the ceremony. She sat quietly, clearly embarrassed at the reception. She tried to make it about her again, complaining to Pia's mom about how hard it was to raise me. My mother-in-law, with her saintly patience, simply said, "However hard it is, children bring so much joy. Your son is a wonderful man, you must be proud." That shut my mom up for a moment, but then she turned to Pia and asked, "Are you sure you want to be with him?" Pia didn't miss a beat. "Why would I marry him if I wasn't sure?" My mom doubled down loudly, saying he used to wet the bed, you know. I froze, humiliated, but Pia handled it perfectly. "You must be confused," she said, feigning concern. "It's much too soon for me to hear about your bedroom activities." People stared, and my mom shrank into herself. Pia pulled me to the dance floor, and for the first time in my life, I felt free from my mom's shadow. That night, I danced, laughed, and celebrated without her ruining it. When we said goodbye to my parents, I felt lighter than I ever had before. Pia's love, her family's support, and the chance to finally have a day about me made me realize just how lucky I am.